Okay, so if you have one of these Azdome or Azdome dashcam GS63H Pro dash cameras, these are full 4K by the way, it's this one right here. It's a really good camera that I actually reviewed recently, and thank you to Azdome for sending it in. But today we're gonna do something else. We're gonna upgrade its firmware because in some units, only sometimes depending on the weather I think too, the GPS will count the speed just a little bit higher than normal. And for that, there's an actually easy fix. But first of all, make sure the camera is in working condition and you have backed up all your files that you need from the micro SD card. If all your files are backed up or you just don't want to save any of the files, then it's fine. Let's proceed. You plug in the camera to power. It doesn't need to be to a computer, by the way, just to power. Because all we need here is to format the card, okay? At the system, we go down to format, as you see right there. Hit OK, format. It will delete everything on the card. Then hold the power button to turn it off. So now it's turned off. And at this point, we can unplug it because now we need to take the micro SD card outside the camera and plug it to our computer. Well, whatever kind of micro SD card reader you have, it doesn't really matter. I have one of these guys right here, and I'm just gonna quickly plug it here. Yep, now it is plugged to my computer, and let's switch to our computer real quick. And here it is in this website. I will leave the link on description. You check the firmware first before you do anything to make sure you don't have the already updated one because then it's now for no use to you. But if you don't have this latest one you see right here, the 2024, you go ahead and click that. And we are going to have to download this file right here. Click download, give it a second. Okay, the download now is done. And I'm just gonna drop this file here on the desktop, double click it. And here's the files that we actually need. It's this one right here, and I'm gonna drag it and drop it to the card. And at this point we are done, and we just have to safely eject the card wherever your card is. Mine is right here. I'm gonna click eject. And now we're gonna get back to the camera itself. Okay, we're gonna take the card from here. Okay, so when the card is out, you plug in the camera because you know it turns on by itself. And when it turns on, we need to click the button here, hold it to turn it off. Okay, now that the camera is off, we're going to plug in the micro SD card in the camera real quick, just like that. At this point, you only click the power button once and you'll see this light here flashing in dual tone. Let's click it once. And as you see, it's that kind of green and orange or yellow. And it keeps flashing for a few seconds now. The screen will not come on until the software upgrade or firmware upgrade is done. Just be patient with it. In usually less than a minute, it will turn on the camera and then your upgrade is done. We're gonna see that the camera goes back to default settings and the firmware is indeed to the latest one. And right now, as you see, it is done flashing. And these lines are from my camera, not from this one. And as you see, it's prompting us to set up everything from the beginning. With the first, of course, to format the card because we want to get rid of the firmware file so it doesn't restart it again. Next, you can set up your time. I'm just gonna go to confirm. Next, and now it's back to normal. We're gonna go to system again. We are just gonna quickly check the firmware version, and yep, we are now the latest firmware, which is the 2024-0423ZI. And that is how you actually upgrade the firmware on these cameras, just in case you have that little GPS miscommunication small problem. Link will be down below on description. And anyway, this is actually a good thing to upgrade the firmware on cameras most of the time anyway, when the company provides a firmware update. Like Azdome here, they actually provide the firmware update. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe, and I will leave a link on the description as well for the camera itself. That link will be affiliate link, but that is between me and Amazon, not me and Azdome, even though they sent the camera a while ago. And yeah, for any purchases you make through that link, as always, I make a small commission at zero extra cost to you. And thank you for supporting this channel with anything you can. A view, a like, a subscribe, a good word of mouth is always appreciated and never, ever taken for granted in this channel. Thank you. We'll see you next time.